Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing, but now let's talk about Solana. A lot of questions to answer. I'm going to share my personal take on this. I've been reading some comments coming in, not just from my viewers, but also from some people in the crypto community, such as Twitter. And they're talking about Solana. Some people are saying that Solana might be due for a huge crash. Some saying Solana could crash a lot. That's what we're going to be discussing today. So the question is, are we about to see Solana have a huge crash? And of course, I'm going to give you guys my personal take on that. But before we get into that, guys, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So as of November 26th, early morning, you guys know on the weekends, I'm up pretty much late night. I want to give you guys these updates. So, continue supporting, and, all your overwhelming support does mean a lot to me and keeps me going. So I appreciate each and every one of you all. So looking at the price, $58.12. Like I said, down 0.3% over the past 24 hours in USD comparative, as well as Bitcoin. So not much of a retracement. Market cap $24.6 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume sitting at 774.7 million. So one thing we can definitely note right now is the fact that the 24-hour trading volume is below $1 billion mark. We're used to seeing this number above $1 billion pretty much over the past 45 days. If you're really focusing on Solana specifically, we're seeing that. So definitely right now we're seeing a decrease in the buying pressure. So what exactly is next? So as mentioned to you guys earlier in the video, today's topic is going to be whether or not we're going to see a sharp quote-unquote drop for the price of Solana. And I'm going to give you guys my worst case scenario, go over all of that, because that is what this is all about. And the daily videos kind of gives us a better understanding as to what's happening on a daily time frame, what exactly is next. So of course, if we're looking at the price of Solana right now, once again, 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. But now if we're able to go on the hourly time frame, this is where things get exciting, and this is where people are talking about Solana potentially dropping quite a bit. So let's look at this. So once again, we're pretty much being supported by the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level, exactly like yesterday, but we're going to be answering whether or not we're going to see a sharp decline for SOL. And speaking about a sharp decline, there's a lot of people that will want that to happen. The amount of people that actually want Solana to dump is insane. Because why? They have seen what Solana is doing. They have seen the amount of FOMO Solana is causing, and how the ecosystem is showing growth like never before. So now, finally getting to the point, can we see a crash? So people are looking at the charts, especially on the hourly time frame, and calling this a head and shoulder pattern. And a head and shoulder pattern is, pattern when you're doing technical analysis usually indicates that there is going to be a massive crash. There's an inverse one, and there's, obviously the other one. So what people are saying now, looking at this Solana chart, is that, we're about to see a huge drop. So let me just give you guys a rundown as to what a head and shoulder pattern really is, if you do not really know. So if you're looking at this, head is the, you guys can see this, right shoulder, left shoulder, and this is the neckline. So in this case, in Solana's, this is a right shoulder, this is the left shoulder, this is the head, and the neckline would be $54. $54.73 in my opinion. Yeah, around there, roughly $54.73 is the neckline. But where things really get interesting is, you guys can see when the neckline breaks, this is where you see the sharp decline. We have seen this happen already. I think we've already seen this happen. You can see this for yourself. Sorry. So you can see we went below it, but of course that was due to Bitcoin. And we created a double bottom. So remember speaking about a double bottom last time? This is the previous support where we got supported by back November 14th, and fast forward just 2 days ago we got supported at $51 again when Bitcoin had a flash crash due to the CZ news. So double bottom generally is a bullish sign as well. So you could look at it from both ways. I think the head and shoulder pattern is invalidated. And the reason as to why I think it's invalidated is because we bounced back into the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. And saying that, now with that said, hear me out carefully. If the price of Solana is able to go past $62, then this head and shoulder pattern will get invalidated. So we need to push above. Let me just paint out a picture as to what is going on. I still think it's invalidated now. I don't think we're going to see a sharp decline because of this bounce creating a double bottom. But if we're able to see a bounce such as this head and shoulder will get invalidated. And of course, obviously, if we go over a new yearly high, then automatically it's over. So we're definitely still seeing strength. We're not seeing bearish momentum. But with that said, you guys know manipulation does occur. Anyone that's reading the charts can indicate that this is a classic head and shoulder pattern. So whales can come in and kind of shake out the weak hands and manipulate the markets. And what I mean by that is, obviously, when a head and shoulder pattern does come on the charts, generally people would think, oof, it's time to see a massive crash. But what the whales can do in that case is come and pump out the price instead. So this is where things really get interesting. But now let's speak about the worst case scenario. So let's say, we were to see Bitcoin, because right now if we're seeing a BTC, it's holding close to yearly highs. And this is the second day in a row we're pretty much bouncing exactly where we were yesterday. Not much has changed. Now let's say Bitcoin sees a flash crash all the way down to 36,170. If that happened, of course, we could see potentially a triple bottom occurring. But let's say if we lose this support line, if this support gets lost, next main target is $48.85. When we haven't really seen this price since November 9th, pretty much at the beginning of the, beginning of the month. So that would be the worst case scenario in my opinion. I think that would be the next support line, major support line. Let's look at it on the daily time frame. So yeah, $48. But I would say $48 because you guys could see this this wick also from August 15th of last year. It's a support. Pretty much I think we would bounce back and forth over there. So if we were to bring the measuring tool for you guys, I think that would be a drop of about 17%. And I think that's the worst case scenario. So that's that. So I hope that answers the questions. I would love to take other people's take on this because, I love engaging with my viewers. So let me know down below what you guys think. Of course, long-term perspective, you guys know my stance. I think 2024 is going to be a very, very exciting year for Solana. I think even before the end of the year, we could see a new yearly high. I'm very optimistic on that. Reason as to why I say this is because chart says it all. If we were seeing weakness in the chart, we wouldn't be hanging at the 78.6 zone. It's continuously wanting to get back in the 78.6, and that shows strength. But that is it for today's update. Let me know down below what you guys think. And of course, love each and every one of you guys. See you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.